Hi there and welcome back to Feed the Beast in the Direwolf20 Mod pack. We're on episode 39 and in the last episode we got ourselves a soul shard with cows in it, and that's been spawning some cows there. I kind of AFK'd a bit on top because it only works when you're around, which isn't great, but you know, I have a bit of mob essence now. Eventually we'll get a better way of generating mob essence, and we got lots and lots of raw beef from that as well. So I went to the nether and I got myself a blaze and a wither skeleton safari net, which are two things that I don't really get in here. So I was just gonna put these down. They need power obviously. And I should have a power supply just under here, so I'm just gonna put one here, and I've got my power. And we'll put down the auto spawner here, and I'm gonna put one on the other side for and there we go. So we put the auto spawner. So I'm just gonna put the blaze in here and the wither skeleton in here. Now for the wither skeleton you need to have exact copy on, otherwise it will just spawn a normal skeleton. So let's get a bucket or two of mob essence. So it should be, if I need a blaze rod, I just dump some mob essence in there, and I should get some blaze rods in here straight away. Pretty much. That's pretty good. You can see they're all flying in there in the mini-map. And yeah, I'm getting a couple of blaze rods, which is pretty cool. So we could do the same thing then with the wither skeletons. I'm just gonna wait until this blaze dies, and there we go. So if we put a bucket of essence in there, we should get wither skeletons. Oh no, I'm withering. So obviously we're not gonna get any wither heads out of that. Well, we might. So what we could do is we could make a Thinker's Construct. I just want to replant. Oh, I got 3 seeds! Wow, it's the first time. I've been doing this for ages, and first time I got 3 seeds. Haha, brilliant. So I could make some sort of sword with the beheading item, and that way I'd be able to get. Oops. Oh, there's a wither skeleton in there. Some wither heads if I want to spawn the wither, which would be cool. But I don't really need to spawn the wither now. So there we have 2 spawners now that we can use to get some stuff. So we're going to leave that down there for when we need it next, and we're going to go off and do something completely different now today. And that completely different thing is we are going to automate building all the thermal expansion items, because I wanted to get some so I wanted to upgrade my portable tank to a resident portable tank, but I need Indirium. So I want to automate making all of that sort of stuff. So I'm just gonna make an area that I can do this in, and we'll be back once I have the area done. So I just hollowed out this bit beside my auto processing machines here, which makes sense because I already have energy coming in and also MA cables. So let's get started in this. So I want to be able to autocraft everything from thermal expansion basically. So let's start with the basics. And let's just switch this to craftable. And let's go down, well, just create some of these blank patterns. Actually, I think I might have some. I don't. So let's craft some of those. And let's head downstairs to the encoder and to the modular assembler. So I have a few here anyway. So the first thing we want to do is get the machine frame anyway. So, and we need to change this and get some glass. There's no glass either, is there? Seriously? No glass? Okay, we'll be back in a second. Oh no, hang on. We just need one piece of glass. There we go. So let's make the machine frame. Encode that. Do I? Oh no, I have the... And now I want an induction smelter, I think. Well, I'm gonna need to make the Enderium, which is what I'm kind of trying to get. I need an Enderium blend, which is a bucket of resident ender, platinum or shiny, and loads of tin. So the first one we want to do is get the fluid transposer and the magma crucible. So let's encode that. So we actually need a leadstone energy cell. Wow. That's not too bad. Lead, we want the thermal expansion lead, so let's get some lead as well. Lead and glass. And we'll encode that. And we're also going to want to encode the block of redstone. Cool, so let's push that in there as well and grab the other blank patterns that we were making. So we should have everything for the magma crucible, nether brick. That's, yeah, okay. I might put the recipe for nether brick in there, but we need redstone reception coil as well. And then we can do, we'll just get some copper as well. Although I don't think it matters for the copper or the metals. Okay, so now we should be able to request a magma crucible, except we don't have any nether brick. We have one nether brick. And we don't have any netherrack in here either, so let's go put some netherrack inside so that we can create nether brick on request as well. I'll just grab a bit of this. I really should hook these up to the ME system as well. So let's go just do these. So if we get netherrack, I should have kept some on me. and we want to cook the netherrack. So this one, or sorry, here. So if we cook netherrack, we get a single nether brick, I think. Yeah. So let's encode this as a pattern as well. And we'll put this in here. Cool. So now we can make nether bricks. And then 3 nether bricks, of course, will get me a nether brick. But we need more patterns. I wonder why that didn't craft last time. Oh, loads of them this time. Weird. So there we go. Cool. So now we should be able to request the magma crucible. Magma crucible. So this should be creating, yeah, netherrack to nether brick. And let's quickly go upstairs. Might not be fast enough to just get the crafting monitor. For some reason this is crafting cobblestone. Weird. Oh, there's no cobblestone probably. Wow, there's a lot of stuff being crafted. But I think the magma crucible should be done. It is. So cool. Now we have the ability to make magma crucibles. Now the other thing we need is the fluid transposer. So we need a bucket. I don't think I have a bucket in the system yet. And then I think the only other thing we need, we don't actually need anything else. So invar, oh no, we need invar. That's the other thing. We'll encode that anyway. And then we need invar, which is in the induction smelter. We're gonna need to that. So we're gonna need an induction smelter first. Induction smelter. Which is very easy. That's not induction smelter, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I think we have everything for an induction smelter. Oh, fluid transposer is this one. Yeah, there we go. So let's get ourselves a fluid transposer and the induction smelter. Now the induction smelter is kind of a catch-22 because you can make the blend, but the easier way is just to use the induction smelter. So we'll get some invar. I think I should have some. I don't have enough. Invar is recipe. Is ferrous and iron. Ferrous and it's 1 to 3. Cool. So there we go. So we're gonna create an induction smelter and then we'll make the recipe for the invar. So there's the fluid transposer. And the last one we need is the induction smelter. There we go. So with these three things, I should be able to automate most of thermal expansion. I'm going to get myself some interfaces and also some importers. Basic importers will do. Basic export. I have one basic import and I just want to get two more. Cool. So I'll be back in a minute once I'm ready, set up and ready to go. Okay, so I set my machines up here. They're powered and everything. So let's start with the induction smelter, and because we want to get invar. So firstly, we'll configure the output. So that's just simply an import bus here, which is fine. And I also want to put an interface on top. There we go. So in this one we actually want to change this blocking mode to not push crafting items if inventory contains items. This is because we have to put two in here at any one time. So if there's already one in there, it might break it. So let's have that in there, and we want invar. So the invar was, if we remember, ferrous. If we have ferrous, there's some ferrous. One of that and 2 iron. 2 iron. So let's go and code that in a pattern. Do I have invar as well? There should be some in them. So we get some invar as well because we need the output. So invar and both of these things. And invar. There we go. Put that in there. So now we should be able to request invar. Should be able to request invar. Oh, actually, this probably will work slightly weirder than normal, but yeah, I forgot to put the quantities in. So let's put this back in here, and we want 2 invar, isn't, or 2 iron, and that gives 3 invar. So let's make that 3. There we go. So that should work properly now. And put that in there. So now let's request invar again. And there we go, it's off. And we have invar, and it should pull it out. It did. And we have invar in the system. So yes, now we can automatically create invar and thus induction smelters. So I'm going to leave it there for today, and in the next episode we'll finish off automating all this thermal expansion stuff, and it should be cool. So until then, I will see you later.